Hi.
Hi. We
Out
were
of
just
bounds.
chitting and chatting.
Chitting and chatting. I've never heard it
Chit chat. You know, chit chat.
Yeah.
Chit chat.
I've never heard like someone separate the verb into like two different verbs, but I really like it because you could just be chitting or you could just be chatting.
That's what I think. I don't think I'm doing both all the time.
Funny. I've never heard it.
Well, you're welcome.
You can't just throw stuff out like that.
Cheers, darling. I can, and I
Cheers. You
did.
make me laugh too much.
I know, we can't talk. We talk and then we laugh and then we talk and then we laugh.
I know, and then I just laugh too much. Oh, that's pretty good.
So I feel like this is like a brand that I've seen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I've ever like specifically tried it. I'm not saying, I've never had it.
I don't know if I have either, but
It's very acidic.
to be honest, I really
Justin
liked the label.
Sauvignon Blanc. I know it's a California wine,
Yeah.
Central Coast. Oh yeah, retain great acidity while also achieving rich tropical fruit flavors.
Look at you and your palate.
Well, you know, I do drink occasionally.
I do like wine, and I liked the label,
like that.
and it just looked nice.
It does look
and
cool.
Whatever.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, obviously, these are all just like inexpensive, widely available things that we are drinking all the time.
Clearly, this is not a wine channel.
This is not.
I'm like, I liked the label, and it looked good.
And it was at my local store.
It's the lamest thing anyone's ever said. They're like, well, it's okay.
Yeah, why do you like these wines? Well, they were at the store I go to.
And it was cute.
And I liked the label. It was cute.
And I don't care that anyone wants
don't
to
care
I don't
either.
care. I don't care. What
I
am I
know.
supposed to know? I already have too many things to keep track of. I can't.
No, and I'm like, you know what? It's tasty, and
It
I
is.
don't care.
It's lovely. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're witches with wine.
Yeah, what are we actually supposed to be doing right now?
We are talking about chart ruler.
What is chart ruler? What does it mean?
A lot of people throw it around, and I think a lot of people don't know what it means, and they get really confused.
Do I have one? Do I have to have one?
Yeah.
Why? though?
Well, I mean, you don't have to acknowledge it, but you do have one, and you have to kind of have one.
How do I know what it is?
Do you know your rising sign or your
Yes.
ascendant?
Yes.
Well, if you know your rising sign or your ascendant, then you know what your chart ruler is because it is the planet that rules your ascendant.
Ah, I see. So if mine is Aries,
If, let's
which
say.
it is, Mars would be my chart ruler.
Yes. So
Okay.
you might be saying, well, what the hell does that mean?
What does it mean? And I'm not mad about it, but should I be? Maybe I am. It is Mars after all.
Well, maybe you are, but you...
I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was good. I liked that.
It was not quite punny, but
It was
anyway.
not quite funny, but back to that discussion. You might not know if you're mad about it because you need to kind of figure out what the planet is about. And if you don't know, we have an episode on that.
Planet Schmanet Janet.
Planet
Check
Shannon,
it out.
Check it out. And then once you've done that, a pretty easy through line to kind of figuring out what that means for you is you want to look at where that planet is housed in your chart.
Right.
Which we also have an episode on.
Yes.
And then
That would be DWC Cribs.
DWC Cribs.
I got the playlist in my head.
Yes. Start with kind of that and start with that. And then once you have that figured out, you can look at different aspects, which we haven't covered yet. So if you don't know what we're talking about with that, just do the planet and where it's housed.
Yeah. Well, and yes, correct. So let's just say right now
Let's say.
what they all are,
Oh,
just
good
so
idea.
you can
That's
hear
good idea.
that. And then I want to say a little more about kind of what it might mean. So Aries is ruled by Mars.
Taurus is ruled by Venus.
Gemini is ruled by Mercury.
Cancer is ruled by the moon.
Leo is ruled by the sun.
Virgo is also ruled by Mercury.
Libra is ruled by Venus.
Scorpio is ruled by Pluto.
Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter.
Capricorn is ruled by Saturn.
And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus.
And then lastly, Pisces is ruled by Neptune.
Yes. So I think one of the ways that I sort of conceptualize how your chart ruler plays into your whole chart is like you said, if whatever planet that is, see what house that's in for you, whether, then you kind of can start to learn about if those energies are complementary or opposing or what area of your life you might see this in.
Yeah.
But just in general, your chart ruler, I feel, is going to sprinkle some of that energy throughout all over your chart.
It's a really good way to put it.
Yeah. And so clearly it has to do with the sign energy as well. That's kind of the link, is that rulership. So it's kind of like if you're an Aries rising, which I am, you might feel compelled to tell everyone that you're an Aries rising often. So
I love it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. And if you're a Gemini rising, you might just like really like to write and express yourself. Express yourself.
Yes. And
maybe.
that's going, maybe. We don't know for sure, but maybe. No, and that's going to kind of come through in a lot of other, all of the places in your life, and kind of sprinkle bits throughout. That's how I feel about
that spice.
Exactly.
That spiciness peppered in
there. Salt. Remember that?
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, so that's what a chart ruler is. And that's what your chart ruler is, whatever it is for you.
Yeah. It's a good piece of information. It's a good little
it is.
thing
It's a good little
out.
tidbit, and it makes you sound smart and cool if you say it at a party. If you need help in that area, because if you're an Aries rising, you don't need help.
Yeah, and if you're a Gemini Mercury, you can talk about it for 5 more hours, but we do not have the time. So,
well, we'll do it. You just don't need to watch it.
Exactly. Cheers.